Hello everyone. How's your day? I hope you all are doing absolutely fine. Merry Christmas to all of you. Today we're diving into a shocking story from the relationships subs, a place where people share some of the most dramatic and personal moments in their lives. This one's about a girl who caught her boyfriend doing something that could break anyone's trust. Let's get into it and see what happened. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below.
Caught my boyfriend looking at the bathroom door that was cracked open. What should I do? It's 6 a.m. My boyfriend, 27M, and I, 27F, are on my family trip to celebrate Christmas. I suddenly woke up due to my cousin, 31F, showering in the Jack and Jill bathroom next to our room. I noticed my boyfriend was leaning over the edge of the bed. I could tell he wasn't just scrolling through social media on his phone. It definitely looked like he was doing something suspicious. So I wait and watch him for about 30 seconds, processing what he could be doing as I'm still half asleep. I finally decided to ask him, "What are you doing?" Then he turns to me with an angry face, as if I'm wrong for questioning him. He tells me, "What do you think I could be doing?" I'm just on my phone, and shows me his phone with X/Twitter on his screen. I say, "Okay, sorry." At first, I thought maybe I'm just being crazy, but something was telling me I wasn't. So I pretended to go back to sleep, but I was watching him on his phone as his back was still turned towards me. He pretended to continue using his phone, but then I peed him checking his photos and deleting something. I waited for him to lock his phone, and then I quickly grabbed it and said, "Can I see your phone?" He then said no, but I quickly unlocked his phone, checked his recently deleted photos, and yep. There was a video of the crack of the bathroom door, the perfect view for him. I asked him, "Why? Why are you doing this?" I felt so confused, disgusted, and betrayed. I felt so many different emotions all at once with thousands of thoughts running through my mind. He quickly apologized and said, "I'm sorry. There's no good explanation for this. I'm so stupid. I'm so sorry, mind you, I've been with this guy for almost 10 years. We've been doing engagement ring shopping for the past few months. All I could think was, how could you do this to someone you love?" We were about to start a new chapter of our lives. For hours, he kept apologizing, asking if I could find a way to forgive him and give him another chance. Mind you, this was the second time I've caught him doing this. He also explained that it's because he was a virgin when we first got together, so he's never seen or been with another girl sexually, which makes him curious. I told him that it's best if we break up so he can figure it out and stop being curious. But he's saying he doesn't want that, and that I'm the only person he wants, and that he's stupid for even throwing away our relationship like this. But he respected my decision of not wanting to be together, but he's still trying to see if we can find a way to still be together by making promises and corrective actions that he'll do to be a better boyfriend. I don't know, I'm just feeling so lost. We've spent nearly a third of our lives together. We were planning a future together, but now all that down the drain. I don't know what to do. Part of me wants to give him another chance, but another is saying, "Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me." I need some advice. Ugh, there's more little details, but this would take forever to type and would be too long.
This is a heartbreaking situation, especially after nearly 10 years together. Your boyfriend's actions are a massive breach of trust, and the fact that it's happened twice shows a serious issue he needs to address on his own. It's understandable to feel conflicted, but trust is hard to rebuild after being broken like this. Prioritize your self-respect and emotional well-being. Sometimes letting go is the best way to move forward. Would you stay or walk away in this situation? Let me know in the comments.
He came back after marrying, and things got messy. So I, 25F, was in a relationship with my ex, 29M, for 2.5 years. Everything was great until his parents came to visit him. For context, we are from different ethnicity and he's from a pretty traditional family. After they left, everything changed. I went to see him after they left, and suddenly, he was acting like I wasn't supportive enough, bringing up old issues that we had forgiven each other for. They weren't huge things, just little stuff that didn't even matter anymore, but he kept bringing them up like they were. Long story short, we broke up. Fast forward 5 months, and I found out he's married now. Like he married 3 weeks ago. And I learned that it was an arranged marriage set up by his parents. He dumped me for it like it was that simple. I unfollowed him on everything, and tried to move on. He lives in a different state now, but it's not far from where I am. Then last week, everything blew up. I was just chilling at home when I heard a knock on the door. I open it and it's him. I was honestly shocked. After everything, he was standing in front of me. I still loved him, but he dumped me, gaslit me about the breakup, and now he's married? He starts talking about how his parents pressured him into this marriage, how he didn't want it, and how everything was a mistake. I told him he's married now, like, what's the point of this? He kept pushing for closure and even tried to kiss me, asking if there was any chance we could get back together. All these were ideas of his parents, and he didn't want any of these. How he missed me, blah blah. I said no chance in hell. He tried again, and I slapped him. I really didn't know what else to do in that moment. Luckily, my roommate heard the noise and came in to help get him out of the house. He left, but it's been a week now, and I can't stop thinking about it. I'm feeling guilty about slapping him, but I was so mad and hurt. I feel bad for his wife, too. She's still in school back home while he's here, and I'm just disgusted by how he's treating her. He's been texting me, trying to talk, and I'm honestly scared he might show up again. Should I tell his wife everything? What do I even do? TLDR. Ex dumped me for an arranged marriage, showed up months later trying to reconnect. I slapped him and kicked him out. Now he's texting me and I feel stuck, unsure if I should tell his wife or what to do.
This is a messy situation, but you've shown strength by standing your ground and not letting him manipulate you further. He made his choices, and now he has to face the consequences. His wife deserves to know the truth, but your safety comes first. Only tell her if you feel safe doing so. Block him, lean on your support system, and focus on moving forward. What would you do in this situation? Let me know your thoughts. This next story is from our /dating advice.
Date invites me for sauna, says he has a voucher, but turns out it's just for his entry. Hello, Reddit. English isn't my first language, so grammar could be a little off. I've 29F been seeing this guy, 32M, for like 3 weeks. We went on like 4 dates, with him visiting me mostly, cooking together, and not really spending any money. In my country, that's pretty common. He asked me a few times to go to a sauna together and that he has a voucher for it. I believed he would invite me. Now it turns out that just his entry would be paid for, and I have to pay for myself. And honestly, this situation really turned me off. He doesn't earn much money at the moment because he's doing a further education ATM. So I can understand he can't pay much. But when he told me today that this voucher is just for him and I have to pay for myself, I first thought he was joking. But he just said, yeah, I have a voucher, but just for one person. If it's too much money for you, I can understand, and we can just do something different. For me, it's not about the money, but just the whole situation seems weird to me. Am I overreacting?
This situation does seem a bit awkward, and your reaction is valid. While it's not about the money, the way he framed it, inviting you under the impression he'd cover the cost, feels misleading. It's great that he's upfront about his financial situation, but he could have communicated this better from the start. If this is a pattern of unclear or one-sided effort, it's worth reflecting on whether his values align with yours. What do you think? Was this just poor communication or a red flag? Let me know. The last story is from our /relationship advice.
My girlfriend won't stop drinking while breastfeeding. It's breaking my heart. Please help? Let me tell the whole story quickly. Early this year, we found out her mom has ALS. It is a horrible disease and she is going downhill fast. Shortly after that, we found out we were pregnant. We both immediately quit smoking weed and she quit drinking. I only have a couple casual beers here and there or a 1-ounce pour of whiskey from time to time. Now that our child has been born, she has taken to drinking daily, and to the point of being a mean drunk. She starts fights, is rude and condescending, and if I bring up my worries about the health of our baby she is breastfeeding, she makes it all my fault that she is dealing with her grief over her mother and her postpartum depression problems. She is seeing a counselor, but who knows what she is actually telling her. I work 10 hours a day and clean our house. She has never vacuumed in the 3 years we have dated. She leaves huge messes all around our house, and when I clean by the next day, she has made a huge mess again. I am getting tired of her laziness and her drinking and constantly complaining about her problems. I can't even get a word in about my life. If I talk about how it is making me feel, she just uses it as ammunition to say mean things when she is drunk. I have found myself starting to become withdrawn and would rather hang in my fly tying room or play video games than try and interact with her, because it always seems to be she is looking for a fight. My heart is breaking at her choices and behaviors and for our child who is honestly getting the worst end of this deal. Any advice would be appreciated as I am struggling. How can I help, or what can I do that won't cause her to fly into a rage?
This is a tough situation, and it's clear you're overwhelmed. While your girlfriend is dealing with grief and postpartum depression, her drinking and behavior are harmful to both your child and your relationship. Setting clear boundaries about the impact of her actions is crucial, and encouraging her to be honest with her counselor could help. Involving a trusted family member or professional might also bring needed support. Prioritize your child's safety and your own well-being, and remember it's okay to ask for help during tough times. Thanks for watching. From a boyfriend caught in a lie with a sauna voucher to a girlfriend struggling with drinking while breastfeeding, these situations show just how complicated relationships can get. What would you do in these circumstances? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories. Stay fine.